with one of our latest episodes on endurance sports car driving tips, brought to us by Discovery Parts. Again, they're their source for all your driving gear, all the things are going to help you get your race car on track at the next outing you're going to do. Whether that's a race or a track day event, they're going to help you get going. They're always friendly, they're always helpful, they get your parts to you right away. What we're going to talk about today is pitting. How to mentally prepare yourself as you're coming to the pits. And you're thinking, well, Will, just come into the pits. It's time for my gas pit stop, driver change, right? I'm just going to come in, get out, and put the next driver in. Well, let me just tell you, I'm going to give you some examples of things not to do. And these are all things I've learned the hard way in driving. So we're going to talk about, again, what things not to do and how to actually prevent that by preparing as you're coming into the pits. I'm in the car because I just want to simulate what it's going to look like when you're coming into the pits. Not physically, but mentally, right? You're out there on track, your heartbeat's going 125 miles an hour, your car's going 125 miles an hour, and you're gonna come into a situation where everything has to slow down. And 25 mile an hour seems like 4 miles an hour, right? So the problem is, how do you adjust down to that? So first off, as you're coming into the pits, and for a lot of series, they have timers as you're coming into the pits. You need to be thinking about as you're getting to that station where you're gonna get the timer, calm down. Take a breath. Your session in the car is over. Whether that's because your fuel's done or your drive time's done, take a breath. Take a deep breath. Come in, get to the station, and if you have to, if you're in line and there's 4 or 5 cars in front of you, take a breath. Just go and do the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Calm down, right? That is a very important thing because when you get up there, you don't want to be in a situation where you're ramming the guy from behind, you're all anxious and everything, because what's going to happen as soon as you get your timer, you're going to then speed in the pits. And hey, I have sped in the pits my whole entire career. I did it even these last couple seasons I did it. You'd think you'd learn. You don't. So take it from old Will, you're never going to get out of this bad habit without trying to have some techniques. You just can't say you're going to do it. So you're going to count to 5, calm down, and remember, on a lot of these race series, even American Endurance Racing has a 3-minute pit stop. You're going to get your pit stop done in time. There's no need to rush. So if you have a tach still on your car to know your miles per hour, make sure you keep it there. If not, at least figure out, say, what second gear at 3,000 RPM is. Find out what 25 miles an hour is in second gear, and that's the RPM you need to run down pit road. Okay? So as you're going down pit road, calm down. Count to 5. If somebody's doing something around you, it doesn't matter. You're in the pits now. And remember, as you're going down pit road, stay all the way to the outside of the pit wall. Don't be driving down the middle of the pit road. And when you're getting close to your pit stall, don't start veering left or veering into other people's pit stalls and drive through 4 or 5 other people's pit stalls. That's another way to get a penalty and maybe get somebody injured. So again, take your time. Try to match all your P's and Q's. Calm. Stay on the outside. Don't go through other people's pits, right? And don't be doing things like loosening your belts like you're some kind of fancy IMSA WeatherTech driver. Just leave them on. The last thing you need to do is loosening your belts and hitting the pit wall or hitting somebody else as they're leaving their pits, okay? So these are all the things you need to do to stay calm. Now, there's a third reason you might be coming into the pits. You got a black flag, right? Guess what? The last thing you need to do is come in and argue with the official. No one has ever won that battle, and as soon as you do, you're going to be guaranteed to get more time. Be calm, listen, say I'm sorry, or even just say I understand what you're saying. Even if you don't agree with them, just say I understand what you're saying. Nod. Be patient. If you have in-car camera footage and later on you can prove that you were correct and not in the wrong, you can take that to the officials. But that is not the place when you're getting a black flag. I've done this before. I've argued with officials. And guess what? I've never won. So again, as you're coming into the pits, you almost have to be able to flip a switch, count down to 5 in your head, and try to match all the things you're supposed to be doing and not trying to think you're still on a racetrack. That's the key part.